Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mikaila. If you are new here, I am a mama of 3 littles. I have a 6-year-old girl and I have 2 boys ages 4 and 2, and I am pregnant with baby number 4 and we are having a girl. So today I am sharing with you guys my 38-week pregnancy update. So it is almost baby time. Anyways, it has been a couple of weeks since I did an update. The last update I did was my 36-week update, and last week was Christmas, and just with the craziness and everything, I did not do my 37-week update. So here I am, 38-week update. Here we go. Also, if you happen to hear fireworks and loud popping explosion sounds in the background, that is because it is New Year's Eve that I'm filming this. So, baby stats. Baby is about the size of a spaghetti squash according to my Ovia pregnancy app, and she is probably between 6.5 to 7 pounds. And then lengthwise, she is probably like 19 to 20 inches. Every baby is different. This is just kind of the average of how big babies tend to be around this time in pregnancy. She is probably gaining about half a pound a week at this point. So hopefully she doesn't get too much bigger than she already is, because I don't want to push out a giant baby. My biggest baby was 7'9", so not bad. So I'm hoping that this little girl stays little. Do you guys hear those fireworks? All right, weight gain. How much weight have I gained so far? So last week I think I was at 125 or 126 pounds. And this week I'm at 128, so I've gained 2 to 3 pounds in the last couple of weeks. And a lot of that is probably, that's a lot of baby gaining weight really fast towards the end here. And then also I just eat when I'm hungry, and I get hungry a lot. So, yeah, weight gain has been good. I started at about 105 pounds at the beginning of my pregnancy. And so now I'm up to about 128. Next question, how am I feeling? Those pregnancy burps. I am feeling good. Overall, I'm feeling good. I feel big. I feel really front heavy. Definitely waddling around at this point, and along with that kind of arch in my lower back, just with how big my belly has gotten, sometimes I'll have a little bit of lower back pain, not pain, just a little achy, like I've worked it out but I haven't, if that makes sense. So for that, what's helped with that lower back pain is just stretching. I've done some pregnancy yoga. If you know what cat-cow is, cat-cow stretching has been helpful for my lower back as well. So if you are struggling with lower back pain, I highly recommend that stretching, and just any stretching yoga is going to be fabulous for your lower back. And luckily this isn't all the time that I feel this, but every once in a while baby girl will move in a certain way. She'll get really wiggly and she'll push on some nerves, and it shoots this debilitating pain into my butt. And it's either my butt or my inner thighs, and it almost makes me fall over. Luckily that's not a super constant thing, but it does happen a few times every day. And so when that happens, I just try to kind of change my position. If I'm standing up, I try to sit down or get on my hands and knees to move her off of whatever nerve she's pushing on. So that has not been fun. That started about a week ago, about 37 weeks is when that shooting pain like really started happening. Another thing that I've been feeling a lot of recently is a lot of pressure on my cervix. It feels like it's my cervix. Just like with the baby dropping, there's just sometimes it feels just like a lot of pressure down there. So yes, in the last couple of weeks, I do think that that baby girl has dropped a little bit. She definitely feels lower. Sometimes I can like feel like her head down really far, which is really crazy and exciting, but it makes bending over a lot harder. Getting my kids buckled into their car seats is quite the challenge. But anyways, overall, I'm feeling really good. Just feeling big, you know, it's getting harder to move around, and some days I'm really tired. I feel really tired when I'm driving, which is unusual for me. So I try to take a nap when I can, but I mean, I have 3 little kids, so you mamas out there who are pregnant and you have other little kids to take care of, I feel ya. It is rough, but we're gonna survive. Stretch marks. Do I have any stretch marks? And I think that I do. In my video a couple weeks ago at my 36-week update, I did not see any stretch marks. But I think at 38 weeks, I think I have a few stretch marks kind of on my lower belly. And when I do my little belly shot at the end of this video, I'll see if I can show if you can see any of those. But yeah, kind of around my lower belly area, I think I've got some stretch marks going on. So, which is, you know, that's exciting. That means that baby's really growing, and that she'll be here soon, hopefully. Now, as far as movement, baby's movement, she is a little gymnast, especially at night when I'm sleeping. I will usually sleep through it, but kind of this last week or so, it's been harder for me to sleep at night because I am feeling her. I mean, she's getting so big now, that I'm really feeling her movements at night, and sometimes it can be pretty uncomfortable, but I love it. Like, it's so funny, like, it's the weirdest, sometimes uncomfortable feeling, but it's also really exciting. So yeah, she moves a lot, and sometimes she will push up into like my lungs, and that's pretty uncomfortable. And I'll have to like try to push her down a little bit so I can breathe. And something that's really fun with her movement is that she responds a lot to touch and pressure. So if I touch her or push on her, she responds, she moves, and it's just the coolest thing. Like, she feels me, and it's so neat, and my husband loves it too. He loves to feel her and then like have her respond to his touch as well. And then something I've also noticed a lot of in the last couple of weeks is that she has been hiccuping a lot. Like 2 to 3 times a day I can feel her hiccuping, and it is such a funny feeling. And like, because she's head down, so I'll feel like this like pulsing, this rhythmic pulsing against my pelvis from her hiccuping, and it's really funny. And like I said earlier, as far as sleep goes, throughout my whole pregnancy, I've slept very well, but these last couple of weeks, it's been getting a little more difficult, like I was saying, because it's just more uncomfortable, and I feel her moving a lot more. And so yeah, not sleeping as well, but still getting a decent amount of sleep. So I can't complain too much. If I have enough pillows and position myself just right, then we're good. Do I have any food cravings? Not really at this point. I just eat when I'm hungry, which is pretty often. Have I had any signs of labor? And 2 weeks ago, the answer was not really. I didn't really feel anything at that point, but now I'm definitely starting to feel some signs that labor is coming soon. On Saturday, so a couple days ago, I was having contractions like all morning. They were about 2 minutes apart and for an hour or so, and then eventually they just gradually went away. And so that made me really sad because I totally thought it was baby time. Like, during the contractions, I could feel her head moving down and like all the pressure, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I think today's the day. And whenever I've felt contractions with my other kids, it's been like a progression from the time I start feeling them and then, you know, having that baby. So it was not the case this time around, which made me really sad. But that's okay. It's just not time yet, but that just means that my body is getting ready. So she's coming soon. So I've had, you know, those Braxton Hicks practice contractions with the tightening and stuff, but she's still cooking. And then just kind of feeling a little more tired than usual. I think just as my body is getting ready to deliver a baby, it takes a lot of energy. So, but I haven't lost my mucus plug or anything yet. And so, we'll see. Maybe I'll lose my mucus plug first, and that will be a better sign of when I'm going to go into labor. And the next question, how is my mood? Generally, my mood is really good. Like, it's pretty much the same as it was a couple of weeks ago, but now I'm just feeling more anxious and just really excited and really wanting to meet our little girl. And it's so hard to be patient at this point because, like, I know that she could come at any time now, and so it's just playing that waiting game. I feel like my whole pregnancy has gone by so fast. And just this last month, it feels like it's taking forever. And so that has been really hard. I've been feeling impatient and just really anxious, wanting to meet this little girl. Next question, what am I looking forward to? There are a lot of things that I'm looking forward to this next week. Hopefully having a baby. Most of my babies have come about a week early, so for me that would be this Friday, which would be like 4 days from now, because today is Monday. And so I'm hoping that I will have her this week, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, just like a couple weeks ago, I'm looking forward to actually going into labor and being like, having that excitement, like, okay, this is it, like we get to meet our daughter. Yeah, just pretty much just having the baby. Okay, last question is a question that I got in the comments of my previous previous pregnancy update, and someone had asked if I have had, like, what's been something like an embarrassing pregnancy symptom. And I think for me it's just been like being super gassy. Like, I don't know, it's so bad, like you just can't even control it. Or like the pregnancy burping, I'm like, I just burp all the time. I'll bend over or whatever, and it just it comes out. I have no control. So, so it's pretty embarrassing. And then like, I think she also asked like something that's TMI, but I don't know if this is TMI, but it's still embarrassing for me, is just like how bad the varicose veins are on my legs. And like I've got them on my like the back of my thighs and like into my like inner thigh. It is what it is, and hopefully all that goes away when I am not pregnant anymore. But I think that's a fun question to ask you guys, is like when you've been pregnant, what's been kind of the funniest like symptom or thing that's happened, or most embarrassing thing that's happened to you during your pregnancy. So in the comments, let me know if you have something to share from your pregnancy. Okay, and then here is this week's belly shot, 38 weeks. So she has grown quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can definitely feel that she has dropped. And we'll see if she drops even more, but I feel like she's definitely a lot lower, and she's grown a lot in the last couple of weeks. So there she is. And then, you know, the full-blown belly shot, I've got my lovely pregnancy veins that my husband and I joke about. He's like, you've got quite the vascular system there. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty sure I've got some stretch marks going on right on my underbelly. So that's that. All right, that's it for my 38-week pregnancy update. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video.